question 6 to 11. So this one I have to put it in lowest terms, so I have to factor this. I can't factor this because it's already quite small. I have to factor this and see if I have a same over same. So this has two terms. So because it has two terms, I have to check to see if it's squared or cubes. Well, it looks like cubes. Let me take my paper out here. Cubes. So that means I have to write it like this. So I can put an X there, and I have to go what times what is 27. So if you don't know, you just hit this button to get the third root, put the 27 in, 3. So 3 is going to go there. So it says, take whatever you write, x minus 3, square the first one, x squared, square the last one, 3 squared is 9, and then it says multiply them together, 3 times x is 3x. So now, if it's minus, the first one is minus, and that one is plus, and that one is plus. So now let's put this on the top. And you can see a same over same, and so that's just equal to like that. Let's look at question 7. Find the I have to divide things. So we don't like to divide, so we change it to multiply. This one stays the same. Change it to multiply, but we don't like to use multiply because it looks like an X. So let's put a dot. That means multiply. And this one needs to go a reciprocal, egg loop, upside down. So that goes up and that goes down. So I can just multiply the tops. 50 times 10 is 500. Y7, Y8. So I have 7 y's here and 8 y's here, so really I have 15 altogether. 2 times 625, 1250. I have y8 and a y1, so I have 9 y's. And then I can just use my calculator. 500 over, that's the same as 2 over 5. And if I have 15 y's on the top and 9 y's on the bottom, there's going to be lots of same over sames to cancel out. Or you can just go 15 minus 9 equals 6. So that means I'm going to have 6 y's. But there's more y's on the top, so that's going to be up there. Like that. Okay. If you want, you can just go, oh, y8 over y8, same over same. That works. And here, I have 1 y down and 7 up, so it means I have 6 remaining. And you can go 10 divided by 2 is 5. You can cancel here if you want and do that. There's many different ways to do it. Okay, so that's the answer. So 8, so I have to divide something. Okay, so and we don't like to divide. We change it to multiply the reciprocal. So I write this the same, and I've changed it to multiply, but it looks like an X, so I'm going to put it as a dot. Okay, so I'm just going to multiply the tops. So I'm going to go, but I'll just write it. Oh, let's go 2 times, and then I'll put the 5 here. I was just putting the brackets last. I don't know why I did that. You can have these switched around at the top, it doesn't matter. So it looks like it's almost the same over same, but it's not. But I can take out a common factor of 3. So if I take out a 3, I already have a 2 here. And if I take out a 3, I'll have x minus 1, because 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 1 is negative 3. And that's really a 6 there. So this here, I can take out a 5. So I already have a 5. If I take out another 5, I'm going to be left with x minus 1. Because 5 times x is 5x, 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. And that's really 25. 5 times 5. So I have same over same, which leaves us as 6 over 25. Okay, let's look at 9. X squared plus x over 7 times 28 over y plus y. Okay, when it's multiply, you can just sort of put them all together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the numbers, this multiply this, so it's 28 times x squared plus x, and 7 times this big thing. Okay, so I just put my numbers first. This times this, I just switch them around. Okay, first of all, I see that here, I can take out an x. I can take out a common factor of x. So 28x, because I'm taking out an x from here. X times, if I take out an x, I'm left with one more x. So x times x is x squared, and x times 1 is x. So let's do that. X times x is x squared. X times 1 is x. So that works. So now here I can pull out a y. So 7y. So if I take out a y times what is xy? X. Y times what is y? Well, 1. Let's check. So y times x is xy. Y times 1 is y. So that works. So now I get a same over same. It's gone, and I have 28x over 7y. Well, maybe we can simplify the 28 over x. 28 over, 7, 4. So really, I'm going to have 4x over y. And if you go, ooh, I don't know where to put the 4, 28 is bigger than 4, so it should stay up. Okay? Let's look at question 10. Oh gosh, it's awful. Okay. So, we don't like to divide, we like to multiply the reciprocal. So let's write this out. Change it to multiply, and this should be upside down. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna start factoring out some stuff to get same over same. So I can take a 6 out of this, because 6 times x is 6x, 6 times 6 is 36. I can take a 2 out of this. 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 7 is 14. Because it's multiply, I can just move it like this. I can put them all on the same line. If I want to factor this, it has 3 terms, 1, 2, 3. And it has a 1 in front of here. So if I have 3 terms, then I use type 1. So step 1 is what times what equals. So let's do it over here. So step 1, what times what equals 35? 2, no, 3, no, 4, 5 times 7. That's it. So what plus what equals 2? This one. So I'm going to factor it, going x, x, 5 and 7. This tells me the bigger number gets that. This tells me they're different. So if this is minus, this is plus. Okay, next one, I have to factor this one, but it only has 2 terms. So 2 terms, it's either squares or cubes. Looks like squares. So, if it's squares, let's put this here so you can see it. So I have to write it like this. So x goes here. What times what is 36? 6. So I wrote it like that. And then it says 2 small brackets. Write the same thing and have different signs. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I got an x minus 6 and x minus 6. Oh, and an x minus 7 and an x minus 7. Can I do something here? Maybe. Let's go 6 divided by 2, 3. And so 6 is bigger, so it stays up top. 3 will stay up. And I have an x plus 5, and I've got an x plus 6 on the bottom. You don't need the brackets down here if you don't want. Whew. Okay, that's question 10. Let's look at question 11. Okay, it says find the product. Oh, I have to divide again. And it's z's. Oh, I don't like z. Okay, z squared minus 4z divided by, oh dear. Okay, so the rule is change it to multiply and change this upside down. Like oh, you couldn't see what I was writing. There. So there's my question. So change this to multiply and change this upside down. Multiply. This goes on the top. And this goes on the bottom. Okay, so we have a lot of work to do for this one. So let's do this first. We're going to factor this one. So step 1, what times what equals 20? Oh, it has 3 terms, and there's a 1 in front. They're all like that. 1, 2, 3, a 1 in front. 1, 2, 3, 1 in front. So they're all going to be type 1. So we're all going to do what times what equals, and then what plus what. Okay, they're all the same type. So 1 times 21, 3 times 7. Step 2, they have to equal 4. What plus what equals 4? This one, if I go 7 minus 3 equals 4. So here, 2 brackets, z, z. I'm going to use 3 and a 7. And I have to make, this says the bigger one, 7's bigger. And this says they have to be different. So if that's negative, that's positive. Now let's do the bottom one. So step 1, they have to equal 21. Oh, it's the same as this, but we choose the one that makes a 6. Did I write it correctly? No, I wrote it wrong. This should be a 7. This should be a 7. Okay, so let's do it again. What times what equals 27? 1 times 27, 3 times 9. That's it. Step 2. Have to equal 6. What plus what equals 6? This equals 6. 9 subtract 3 equals 6. Okay, so now I'm going to go z, z, 3 and 9. This says the biggest one gets this. This says they're different. So if that's negative, that's positive. Okay, let's just extend the line, because when it's multiplied, we can just put everything on the top. Let's do this one. We'll do it up here. What times what equals 72? 1 times 72, 2 times 36, 3, I don't know that one, so I'm going to go 72 divided by 3, 24 equals, yeah, 4, I don't know, 72 divided by 4, yep, 5, no, 6 maybe, yep, 6 times 12, 7, no, 8 maybe, 8 times 9, then we're done. And now we have to go, what times what equals 12? If I subtract these, that equals 12. No, it doesn't. That equals 14. That doesn't work. Did I write it correctly? Yeah. So add, that one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. That doesn't, did I miss one? Maybe I missed one. Let me check again. maybe it's not. Let's check. I'll pause it. I wish you were here to fix this and correct me when I'm wrong, because look, it said 32, but I did 72. What was I thinking? Okay, crazy me. So this should say what times what equals 32. You're gonna be like, whoa, she's crazy. 1 times 32, 2 times 16, 3, 4 times 8, 5, 6, 7, that's it. Now we have to go step 2, what plus what equals 12. That equals 12 if we add them. So, oh, that was the, oh, we were looking here, but that's the bot. Oh, it's because I looked here, I said 72, I looked at the wrong one. Okay, so I was factoring this one. It was on the top, but the next step it's on the bottom. So we'll have to write it on the bottom. So I'm going to use 4 and 8, and this says the biggest one gets a plus. This one says same. So if this is a plus, this is a plus. So now I'm going to do the 72 one. Okay, focus. Where can you see? Let's move it here. I'll do it here. What times what equals 72? Oh, I already did this. What times 72? 2 times 36. 3 times, I don't remember what it was, 72 divided by 3, 24, and I think 4 had good something, 4 times 18, and 6 was something good, 6 times 12, 7 no, but 8 yes, 8 times 9, there. And then we have to do what plus what equals 1, because there's really a 1 hiding here. Here, that's 1 if I subtract them. So now, 8 and 9. This says the biggest one gets this. This one says they're different. So if that's minus, that's going to be plus. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we find same over same. 9 and 9. 3 and 3. And that's all that's left. And that's it. So now we had to do all that factoring to be able to just get to here. So that was a lot of work. That was like 5 questions worth. That was a long, big question.